Howdy, how are you doing?
You doing the intro? Go for it.
Sure. This is Shirley from the whatever we decided to call ourselves. Let me think.
What's up, everyone? I'm with my sissy.
No,
she's doing the intro. So
yeah,
there we
did. We decided everybody likes the keeping it real part, so we're just gonna say keeping it real with Shirley, with Marie and Shirley. But we were gonna say Monday, but then we decided, well, maybe we won't be able to put it out every Monday, but it'll be sometime between Monday and Wednesday, maybe.
we're gonna try to have it out every single Monday for you guys.
We'll try.
So,
But you never know with our help.
Yeah.
What's going on? So we're
never
gonna
know.
try to have a couple of them ahead of time, so that way we'll always have one ready.
Yes.
Do I always have to tell them the date?
No, we don't have to tell them the date.
Well, I told them the date last time was the 21st March.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Because they're not going to see it on this date.
That's true.
So.
Well, anyhow, it's April.
It's
the 4th.
April Fool's
Did
Day!
anybody get any April Fool's jokes played on?
I never did any April Fool's jokes.
My daughter, Sheila.
She did the joke on you?
Yes, her and Cookie, my dog, our poodle.
Okay.
Every Halloween, oh brother, every April 1st, she was sitting, then sat in that corner.
Yeah.
But she would sit in that corner chair with the dog in her lap, and she'd knock on the wall, because when you knock on something, the dog's going to bark.
Right.
And so Cookie would start barking, and I would be back in my bedroom, which was way in the back of the house, and I would say, "Who is it?" And she wouldn't answer me, and Cookie would keep on barking. So I'd have to come in there to see who it was. And as soon as I walked in there, she would say, "April Fool, I got you again." She got me every year.
Every year.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, I had a blanket made. And I have some with, I don't know if you can see these or not. I'll show you.
Yeah, they can see them if you hold it up.
This is the one at Patty's son's Shane's wedding. That was a favorite one of
there you go.
of me and John. And this one was when me and John when I lived in Tampa. We lived in Tampa. That's one of me and John when we went to church. He went to church with me. And then on the flip side,
So there's different ones on the back side. I didn't know that.
I had a choice of doing that.
So you had it made yourself.
Yeah, at a same place I had those pictures made. You showed them last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me find the other one. The one on top is when me and John.
Oh, I like that one.
19
Look at that, guys. Can you see it?
1999. John didn't have a beard, and I was skinny, and I had teeth. And the one on the bottom, we was at it wasn't a CV, because we didn't do CVs in the 20s. That was we were at something in Fort Tampa, had something to do with I don't know. Forget it. I can't think.
Forget it. She was somewhere. That's her and John.
We were somewhere. Oh, Billy would tell you, but he ain't here. Did you notice how fast Billy talked last time? I didn't notice that because
he always talks fast.
I'm used to him.
Yeah.
So of course I'm not.
You heard it in the video though, didn't you?
Yeah. But I didn't pay attention to it when it was going on.
Billy talks so fast. I think he's like hyperactive.
He is. He's hyper something. And
Shirley's showing you all the things that she got made, guys, and then we're gonna start back to our furthest memory back of our childhood.
That's my pillow of me and John.
Aww.
And
it's really pretty.
Looks just like him. Except I've showed it to the cat. Can cats see pictures?
I don't think they can see that close, can they?
They can see, but they can't. What's the word? Okay, I show it to the cat. They can't recognize or what?
I don't know.
The word.
I
try to say, here's Daddy.
Aww.
And let them look at the picture, but I don't know what the word is. Is it called recognize?
It would be recognized. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't sense it's him because it's a pillow.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around and show you the case now that she's got it all cleared out.
Yeah, and I got the light on and everything.
So, check this out, guys.
Oh, crap. Well,
What?
anyhow, he
That's
likes
okay.
motorcycles. They're falling down because the cats
That's
jump on
okay.
them and everything bounces.
Look at that.
That was flowers when he died. My granddaughter in Texas. I got to tell you something about her in a minute. My granddaughter in Texas sent a bouquet, and they lasted for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Until they got ashes, and then they died.
Aww.
And I had his diploma here. The cats knocked everything down. I had his graduation picture there. The cats jump up here. They think that's their perch.
Yeah.
But you can see that I got his wallet in there. I got all of his favorite things in there. Billy made this.
His flask.
Billy found it and I put it over here. What the
Oh,
heck? I don't know.
check it out, guys. So she made a whole little shrine. Is that his pipe?
Yeah.
Let me back up a little bit more.
That I don't know.
It's got a
it's
pipe
something
there.
he carved.
Oh, that's pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
When he used to smoke tobacco. I mean, those little cigars. What are they called? Tobacco? I don't know.
I don't know.
He liked these kind of hankies.
That's a hanky, a bandana?
Bandana, yeah. He used them for hankies. He's got all different colors.
Oh,
He liked guitars.
yeah.
He liked knives. He has a whole knife collection. I mean, so many knives. Billy put them in the trunk of the car.
Oh, wow.
He liked hats.
Yeah.
I started hanging them up, but then I can't reach things. And if Billy's not here to
Mm-hmm.
reach things for me,
Don't you
then I'm
hate
out of
it?
luck. Huh?
Sucks being short, doesn't it?
Hey, ask anybody if they're Chinese. Can they read this? This is something. This is something John's dad gave him a long time ago, but I don't know what it means. Does anybody know how to read Chinese?
Does anybody know how to read that? I will take a picture of that.
Yes, let me hold it up. We're going to do pictures at the end, but I'm going to show you this for right now. Then Marie will take a picture at the end. Okay.
All right, guys, so we got a picture of it.
So we want to know what it means. What it
We're going to
stands for.
start our girl talk, real talk, girl talk, sister talk.
Okay, you ready? Put it
Just
up so I can
about.
see myself.
So you can see yourself?
See myself.
See that you forgot to put your bra on?
I forgot to put my bra on, so I'm keeping it. Look, put it back up. I want to say something. I want to say something.
What do you want to show me?
I'm keeping it real. Don't cut that part out.
Just keeping it real.
He's keeping it real.
Oh my Lord,
Oh,
guys.
Billy was going to tell you
Billy told me the
nasty
joke.
joke. He already
sent
told
me.
it
He
to you?
texted it to me.
well, to
Yes.
tell it to her.
I don't remember. Something about, I don't remember what it was. So what are you doing, keeping it real?
Yeah, I'm keeping it real.
You know, remember my joke last time?
Yes. Did they like it?
If you don't get some support, they're going to think you have some nuts.
Yeah, but boy, my big belly show last time. Well, there ain't no hiding it. I'm sorry. You know what the doctor?
Too.
I know we weren't going to talk about current events, but I got to tell you anyhow. Went to the doctor the other day, and she did blood work. I hadn't seen her in like 4 months before John got terminally ill. But anyhow, so Patty and I went to the doctor, and she did blood work, and came back that I have a thyroid issue. She said I have a slow-acting thyroid, called hypo something or another.
That's why you can't lose weight, too.
Yeah, I know. And Marie has we don't know yet what her.
We don't know if mine's overreactive or underreactive. We just know I have those nodules, and one of them is 16 millimeters big. I have several nodules. Shirley hasn't had the ultrasound, so she doesn't know if she has nodules.
They didn't say that they needed to. They just put me on something called. Let me read it to you. Oh, I can show it to them. You can take it.
Don't show your name and stuff.
I
on
won't.
there.
No, I'm just gonna read it to
What's the
them.
name of it? Is that
Who's
you?
that?
Somebody's calling.
Who's calling me?
Well, not no more. They hung up.
You missed a call from Brenda.
I've
No
had
way.
so many telemarketers trying to call me, guys. I put my thing in. I was trying to get insurance online. Never put your phone number in there. Never. I had 72 calls in one day.
Tell them about that one jerk.
Oh yeah, he called me back about 6 times. He called me back about 6 times. Some guy told me, he kept telling me that I could get state insurance. There's no reason with my income I couldn't get state insurance in my state. And I done told him, I said, well, when Haley turned 18, I lost it and that I couldn't get it. And he insisted, and then all of us, I kept saying, nope, I can't get it, nope, I can't get it. And, well, I guess you know everything, and he hung up on me.
The asshole called her back.
He's gonna call me back a bunch of times.
Oh, because she put his name in
his name.
Yeah, so she would know,
Yeah.
the jerk. Anyhow, this stuff is called, I'm gonna spell it, LEVOTHYROXINE, sodium.
And that's for your thyroid, overreactive or underreactive?
Yeah, 25 milligrams, I guess, whatever. Once a day in the morning, an hour before I eat, on an empty stomach. And my granddaughter has something to do with the thyroid. It was called Hashi something or another. It's a weird name. And hers is underactive too.
And she's on the same medicine?
She was, but this didn't work for her. She had to get something stronger.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of my granddaughter, let me tell you this before we get into the thing. So tonight's video might be an hour. Anyhow, my grandson, my great-grandson, Ivan, Chrissy's little boy, broke his arm today in PE.
Oh my
right
gosh.
here.
Oh, my gosh.
Right above his wrist. This part of his arm. So he was still in the hospital a while ago because they had to do surgery, and they wouldn't let him go home as long as he was not able to keep anything on his stomach because he kept throwing up.
Oh my God, he's so little too.
Yeah, no, he's a little fragile little boy.
Oh.
He's 9 years old,
Wow.
and so Chrissy has two little ones. She's got a 3-year-old. Well, she's not quite 4 yet, and she's got a baby. He's 2, but she's got 2 little toddlers. So she couldn't go to the hospital and worry about Ivan with the toddlers, and she didn't have anybody to watch him because Mackenzie was in school.
Yeah.
So Ian, her husband, he's been at the hospital with Ivan all day long.
Oh,
So keep him in your prayers.
Yes,
And Chrissy probably a nervous wreck.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I would be too.
Wow.
Yeah, Chrissy's 2 older kids are by Jimmy. He passed away in 2016, shortly after Patty's Mike passed. Did they know Patty's Mike? Anyhow, some of them did probably. Anyhow,
I thought he died in 2017. He did die in 2017.
Both of them died in 2017.
I went to Jimmy's
I don't know why I said 16,
Okay,
but yeah.
I was here.
Mike was May of 17, and Jimmy was August. But they had his funeral in October.
Yeah, I went.
So anyhow, those are little. Those 2 kids are really. They're small. They're. Well, Chrissy's not that tall, is she?
They're very skinny and fragile.
Yeah, they are.
That's what they are. Definitely.
And then the other 2 children, the 2 little ones I was telling you about, they're by her second husband. Okay, now where do we want to start?
So tonight we decided that we were going to talk about the furthest memory back from when we were children, and I was going to let Shirley go first. Shirley has really great memories with our parents, Mama and Daddy. I don't have as many memories with Daddy because
Tell them why.
Because my daddy,
I'm going to tell
our
them.
daddy,
Yeah.
was an alcoholic,
Yes.
and he was never home. But now, when she was little, he was there. But when I was little, he wasn't there.
I can tell you when he started being an alcoholic.
So
Okay,
back up and talk about your earliest
I
memory.
will. Joe and I, our brother Joe and I, were born in St. Pete. And we lived in St. Pete until Joe was a baby. Then we moved around a lot because Daddy couldn't keep a job back. What was that noise?
The cat.
What are you talking about?
Ma.
You're going to hear a cat in the background. That is Bear. He's looking for John or somebody. I don't know who he's looking for. Anyhow.
So I didn't know Daddy couldn't keep a job.
No, Daddy couldn't keep a job. I don't know why, but he couldn't.
Maybe because he drank? Did he drink when you were little?
No.
Oh, he didn't.
So back then, we moved a lot. So when Joe was a baby, we moved to either North or South Carolina. I know we lived in the Carolinas. Mama had a miscarriage. And I don't know if we lived in North or South Carolina, but I know we lived in the Carolinas, but I don't remember which one. And we had a nanny. She was a black nanny. I forgot what her name was, but she was sweet. But Joe was a toddler, a baby. He was still a baby, but he could walk.
Aww.
And then we moved again. And
now wait, so back up. So Linda was born in South Carolina?
No, I ain't got to Linda yet.
Oh, so she had another miscarriage. Mama had another miscarriage?
Linda wasn't a miscarriage.
Okay, but
Okay.
So you said Mama had a miscarriage.
Mama had a miscarriage
Okay.
in the early 50s after Joe.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
See, this is wonderful that I'm learning things about my family, and then these videos will go down to my daughter, my grandchildren, her, you know, it'll go through the family things, memories
Only
about
thing
our
I can't
parents.
remember if it was North or South Carolina, but I think it was South Carolina. The reason being because I was older when we lived in North Carolina, and I fell, and that's where I got my little scar from.
Oh, okay.
I fell off the porch because they had those kind of washers that the suds come out. You ring them.
Yeah,
the
ringer washer.
Yeah.
I loved a ringer washer.
On the back porch, and there were suds back there, and I fell off the porch.
Oh.
They didn't have a railing,
Oh, okay.
so I was
So Mama
probably.
had a miscarriage.
I was, yeah,
Okay. I did not know. And that was after Joe.
yeah,
So,
Joe was a
wow,
baby.
I'm lucky I was born.
yeah. And then, let's see, after North Carolina, because I believe the first one was South Carolina, and then North Carolina. After North Carolina, we moved to Alabama, Holt, Alabama.
And Alabama's where my daddy's mom.
Yeah,
Parents are
Tuscaloosa is where most of them are.
Yeah.
Tuscaloosa, Cottondale, Holt. Anyhow, we lived in a town called Holt, Alabama, and I started the school there. I was in first, second, and part of third.
Oh, wow.
And the only reason we was in part of third is because we moved back to Florida.
Oh, wow. What made him move? Do you even know? You were in the
I have
third
no
grade.
idea back
But
then.
you remember going to school up there?
Oh yeah, I went to
Oh,
school.
wow.
I was in first grade with my cousin, our cousin Carol,
Okay.
and she failed the
Was it
first
Carol
grade.
Richardson?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have her in my family
Yeah.
tree. I remember
So I
talking
went
about her.
on to, well, some of these people that's watching this, they didn't comment, but they are our cousins. They do
Oh,
watch
okay.
these videos. They just
Okay.
don't always comment.
Okay.
Right, Tina?
Okay,
She's
Tina.
one of them, Tina Green.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they watch them. Ian Green, they all watch them.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
always comment, but
Okay.
yeah, they do watch them.
Awesome.
Anyhow, so we moved back to Clearwater. And I can't remember when Daddy got Joe's Glass Company. Do you remember that either?
I have no clue, but I do remember people saying, "Get out the way! Your daddy wasn't a glassmaker." And I used to be able to say, "Yeah, he was a glassmaker," because I
Yeah.
remember hearing about
He
him
had
being
a
a
truck.
glassmaker.
Now, I want to ask my cousin, our cousin, that lives in North Carolina. She used to live in Daytona for years. Alice.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her if she remembers what year, because she's 70, almost 78, and she's got a better memory than me.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm going to ask her what year Daddy had that glass truck, because
Oh,
we'd go
okay.
visit Uncle Claudia and Aunt Gertrude.
I remember the names, but I don't
in St.
remember these
Pete,
people.
And me and Alice and Joe, our brother Joe is a brat. Oh my goodness, we used to try to hide from him. But anyhow,
Poor Joe.
I know, we would climb all over that glass truck. Oh, because it had rails. They didn't have no glass on it, or our daddy wouldn't have let us play on it. So then, okay, we're in Clearwater now. Y'all ain't born yet.
We ain't born.
They're not born yet.
Was Linda born yet or no?
She's
No.
getting there.
Okay.
Okay, so we moved it back to Clearwater. I forgot what year this is now we're talking about. Okay, I was in third grade. Okay. Let me think where we moved to. We're getting around the time Linda's born.
Oh.
Mama got pregnant. I'm remembering Mama got pregnant with Linda when we were still living in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
The neighbor had German measles.
Oh, no.
Mama caught German measles from the neighbor. We got back to Clearwater and she found out she was pregnant.
Oh.
That's why Linda died. Linda was born in February 12th, 1957. Okay, so
She died on the 16th.
Yeah, and we moved
4 days.
We moved back to Clearwater in 1956. So let's see.
So Linda was born and died 4 days later.
Yeah, Daddy was going to give her a blood transfusion. It was supposed to helped her condition.
Yeah.
But if she had lived, she would have been a, I don't think it would have been called a paraplegic, but it might have been.
Aw.
She would not have been normal if she had have lived.
Aw.
So I guess God wanted her to go on. Mama always said ever since Linda died, I can't wait till she wasn't scared of dying. She actually looked forward to dying because she wanted to be with her mama and her daddy and her brother and her baby girl that she never got to hold. Mama had a nervous breakdown.
Aww.
When
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mama had a nervous breakdown. You really will cry when I finish the story. Mama had a nervous breakdown. She was in her bedroom crying. Me and Joe were cuddled in the hallway.
And how old were you?
9.
9.
Me and Joe were Joe was 5. We were in the hallway cuddling, hugging or whatever. Daddy was in the bathroom crying because he blamed himself for Linda dying because he was giving her a blood transfusion. She died on the operating table. I guess that's what you call it.
Yeah.
Mama wasn't even able to go to Linda's funeral. Daddy took me and Joe to the funeral home, Moss Funeral Home. We didn't live on North Fort Harrison then, but Moss Funeral Home was on North Fort Harrison. But Daddy took me and Joe to see Linda. She looked like a baby doll laying there with white clothes on and a bonnet.
Gosh. I wonder if anybody took a picture for Mama.
Probably not, because none of them ever showed up. And of course, I was too young to think about anything like that. And Daddy didn't do it. Mama always wished that she had a picture of her.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why Mama was happy to go to heaven. She wanted to see her baby girl. She never got to hold her. That's sad.
Wow, that's really sad. That's my sister Linda up at the
That
most
she goes to the
haunted
grave.
cemetery.
Yeah.
Sylvan Abbey is one of Florida's 10 most haunted cemeteries.
Really?
And that is where my baby
Didn't know
sister, which she was not, I call her my baby sister, but she would have been older than me. I might not even have been born if she hadn't lived.
57 is when she was born, so how old would she be now?
Oh,
Old.
Lord, I don't know. 50,
Well, Patty's 60, so, and she was born in 61.
yeah.
57, 58, 59, 60,
About 65?
64, 65,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Because how
But
old are you?
74,
And how old's Joe?
70,
And then
Patty's 60.
60, and I'm 57. But Linda would have been in between there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
So there would have been 5 kids. Now that I'm hearing, though, there would have been 6 kids because she had a miscarriage.
yeah, Mama thought for sure that baby that she lost was a boy.
Aww.
And she was going to name him Robert Thomas.
Aww. Is that why you named Bobby Robert? Or no?
I don't know, because I always liked the name Bobby.
And Thomas was
Was,
Porter Thomas.
Yeah.
Was her daddy.
yeah. That's why.
Aww.
Okay, now what year are we now? 57? Okay.
So that was Linda passed away. I'm glad I didn't start bawling, but I do remember Shirley telling me the story about her and Joe sitting outside the door and Mom and Daddy crying. The first time she ever heard Daddy cry.
It was the first time.
I remember that now.
Anyhow, that's when he started drinking.
That's when he started drinking,
Yes,
when Linda
because
died?
yes, he blamed himself for her dying.
Oh, wow.
So Patty and Marie never knew a sober father.
No, never.
But Joe and I did. But only the problem is Joe don't remember. Because I've already talked to
he was
Joe.
so little.
He was 5. I said, Joe, do you remember anything about Daddy before he started drinking? He said, no. I was too young.
Oh.
So I'm the only one
So
that remembers.
Shirley's the only one that, God, I just got chills, that knew a daddy that wasn't a drunk.
He was a Christian. We went to church and everything.
I remember, like, my story, as far back as I can remember, I remember living on a street called Washington Street, and it was in Clearwater. I went to school, so I was probably in, like, kindergarten. Maybe
I walked into kindergarten.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Shirley didn't live with us. Shirley lived out back in another house, right?
Yeah.
Who did you live with?
Joe Burke.
Joe Burke. Okay, I wasn't sure. I was going to say that. But didn't Glinda live back there by us, too?
That was another time.
Okay,
that was
a different time. So Shirley lived, I would love to take you guys to that house. It's not in a great neighborhood right now, but I have rode past there. The house on Washington Street. I was young. I remember jumping in Daddy's lap. But I remember him always drinking. I remember him coming in the bedroom, lifting up the window and peeing out the window because he was so drunk.
Got a story to tell you about that.
He thought he was in the bathroom.
When
and Mama would come yelling at him, "What are you doing? You're not in the bathroom." He says, "I'm going to the bathroom." And he wasn't going to the bathroom. He was peeing out our bedroom window.
He used to pee in the closet over there on in Largo.
Oh my gosh. So
Okay.
I think that me and Patty shared, or hold on. I think that me and Patty shared a bedroom then. And I remember all the little birthday parties when we'd stand out, Mama would take our pictures.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
But I do remember one time I used to play with this boy named Billy. And me and Billy went out back and we crawled under this little cutout in the back of a house. And it was Shirley's house. She lived behind us. And we crawled up under that and we lit a candle and we started a fire. And I do remember that. I don't remember what Billy's last name was or anything. But another story with this little Billy is that was my first kiss. Billy kissed me. I was like 5 years old. I remember this kid kissing me. He kissed me, then we crawled up underneath there and we lit a candle because maybe we got married or something. I don't know. I don't know what we did. But that was underneath Shirley's house and we got the fire out. We were so scared we were going to be in so much trouble. But we didn't get in trouble because we didn't tell anybody. But I remember that. And and then I just remember this long driveway. We used to play on our little things out there. But I do remember, I don't remember going to Shirley's house out back. But I do remember Shirley living like out back of us, right? It was right out back of us.
Yeah, and you rode your bikes or big wheels or whatever at a swimming pool.
See, I don't remember all that part.
I babysat the little girl next door.
Aw, I don't remember all that
all
part.
played together.
I just remember, and I could be remembering, maybe Mama did know I started the fire. I could be remember because maybe Mama told me, but I think that's just a memory.
I don't even remember you setting the fire.
I think we lit a candle. I think we might have kissed and got married. I can't remember. We were just little kids. You know how little kids, maybe I wanted to get married and get the hell away from there. I don't know. But I remember going to, what's the school down the road?
Yeah, I know.
I took you guys there in a video one time. I can't remember the name of the school, but I remember going to school and I don't remember.
I don't know the name of it. I used to walk you to school.
So Shirley probably walked me to school or Mama walked me because I don't remember Mama would ever let me walk that neighborhood by myself.
No, I walked you.
I don't even think we lived in a safe neighborhood. Or was it safe back then and it's not safe now?
It's probably safe back then and it wasn't safe
Yeah, it's definitely
now.
It's definitely not the safest neighborhood now to walk. But that was, golly, that was my earliest childhood memory.
Joe met Wanda down the street on that same street
where did
Billy
Joe
lived
live?
on. Joe lived
Was
with
Joe
us.
already with Wanda?
No.
Okay. So where did Joe...
Well, Joe was with Wanda, yeah,
when we lived on Washington Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he met her when we all lived together in that house.
Which house? The house that I lived in?
Yes, we all lived in that house.
I didn't know. See, I didn't know that Shirley and Joe lived in that house with me and Patty and Mom and Daddy.
Yes.
I did not know that. I love these memories, guys. These videos are for me.
I worked at
it's amazing.
Woolworth downtown.
Aw.
And I would every time I get paid, do you remember me taking y'all shopping and
no, I remember.
having y'all?
I remember you told us if we called you Mama, you would buy us something. Yeah, she wanted us to call her Mama so bad.
I wanted them to call me Sherry because that was my nickname. That's why I named my daughter Sherry. But they wouldn't even call me Sherry. They wouldn't call me Mommy. They wouldn't.
What did we call you?
Shirley. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just Shirley.
Anyhow, Joe and Wanda got married and they lived at the end of that house. There's an apartment at the end of that house.
The same house?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I didn't know
We lived
that.
in the back and there was an apartment in the front.
Oh, wow.
It was a long house.
Yeah, it is a long house. It has a real long driveway.
Right, but it had an apartment in the front.
I didn't know that.
Joe and Wanda lived there.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't. And then Glenda moved somewhere close to us.
No, Glenda, okay, well, I don't remember her moving close to us. You talking about after y'all moved away from that house, y'all got that house built in Largo.
Okay, so we left Washington Street, we went to Largo.
Right.
I didn't, okay, see, I didn't
so
know
did
that
Glenda.
either.
But Glenda went first.
Oh, okay.
Glenda lived there.
We got our house built
Side
in
by side.
Largo, right beside Glinda. My parents had the house built. It cost us $17,000 to have that house built, and that house right now is worth $500,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I could have kept that house.
Yeah,
if they had let me keep that house.
I wanted them to, but we had 2 other. Oh, never mind.
Nobody wanted to let me keep the house. Everybody wanted money, so we sold the house.
I wanted her to. Don't listen to that.
We sold the house,
we know
and we got $2,000 a piece because the hospital and nursing homes took the rest of the money.
Okay, back then, the reason I wanted Marie to have that house is because me and Vince had a house in Tampa. Joe and Wanda had a house in Clearwater. Patty and whoever she was with that time had a house wherever. Marie's the only one that didn't have a house.
I rented an apartment over by the nursing home. I moved from my one apartment to move by the nursing home to go feed my mother every day before she died. So I had like a little shack. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I didn't get the house. Today the house is worth $500,000.
And they
so
remodeled.
Crazy.
They extended.
They took it from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, though. I got to go in it.
I know you told me.
I made a video.
Okay.
I got to go in it. Like where my bedroom was, they made the master bedroom bigger. So now it's worth $500,000 as a 2-bedroom. Can you imagine if they left it a 3-bedroom? It would be worth more. It'd probably be worth $700,000.
I wonder how much Glenda's is worth because it's nice.
Easily $600,000-$700,000. Definitely. And, you know, we paid $17,000 for the house. It's crazy.
That was 1971?
74?
72?
Was
73? I don't know. I was pregnant with Billy.
When's Billy born?
72?
Oh, so that was before 72.
I think it was 71.
That's where I have all my memories. That house is where I have all my memories. I met all my friends. I had a friend, her name was Janet Hoffman. She was missing a finger. I can't remember which finger. Something happened. Her finger got cut off. I lost connection. I ran around and I was a bad girl and I got pregnant at 14 years old. And there's stories to that, which I'm not ready to talk about, but I got pregnant at 14 years old, had a son at 15. All my friends just kind of like dwindled away. It was like, oh, I guess maybe I was an embarrassment. But, you know, I wasn't giving up my baby. And to this day, I'm glad that I never did. Danny's what, 40, what am I, 57? He's 41 or 42. He's going to be 42 maybe?
Yeah, it's going to be 42, I believe. Yeah, because
but I lost contact with all my friends. Every single one of them because...
Except Alpha.
Oh, Kitten, yeah, Alpha. But I looked for her for a couple of years when I first moved here, and she's up in Louisiana. I found her.
She's our...
I found her. So.
I don't think she watches these, but she's our Facebook friend.
She watches our videos. She's on
hi, Alpha.
YouTube.
Kitten. How'd you get a kitten for? How'd you get a kitten?
We always called her Kitten.
I don't know why.
And I think she goes by Althea now.
Yeah.
And her son Jody, like she had Jody right after, I think right around the time Patty had Gary.
Yeah.
And his name's Joseph David, but back then she called him Jody. And then when I said something about Jody, he's like, who's Jody? He didn't know because I guess she stopped calling him
He goes by
that.
Joe now.
Yeah, Joe,
yeah.
Joseph. But there's so many stories from that house that wow. I can continue, but I'm gonna see what else Shirley has to say, and then I'm gonna continue.
We haven't even got to the part where Marie was born yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't, and I'm telling them about my stories.
I don't even know where we left off at.
I don't know, but we're gonna finish the part with Shirley, and then we will, on the next video, we will talk about the things that happened, the crazy things at that house that I remember growing up in my whole life. That's where I remember, other than the Washington Street house, and I was just a young toddler, well, 5 or 6 years old. So Shirley
I'm still thinking.
That's okay. You were talking about after Linda died, and then we were talking about Washington Street, and you were living with Joe. Well, we
skipped a lot.
We skipped.
Because we skipped Patty being born, we skipped you being born.
Okay, well, we'll back up and let Shirley tell us.
Okay, I'm done confused now.
So go on from Linda.
Okay, Linda was born in 1957, and we lived in Clearwater. But Marie don't know these addresses because she wasn't born. And hello, we had an accident. Marie was reaching for something and she knocked my drink over.
And we didn't have an accident. I had the accident.
He baptized my keyboard, my desk, the floor.
Look right there. It wasn't Shirley's fault.
She was reaching for something.
I don't know. I thought I saw something and it freaked me out and I knocked her drink over. Made a major mess. Shame on me.
So where were we, people? Tell me.
I was trying to get her to cut that part out. No, I'm just joking.
Marie probably will, so what the hell.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. Patty was born in 61. Daddy was drunk, taking her to Mama to the hospital.
Okay, where was she born?
Dunedin.
Wait, where was Linda born? What hospital? In Dunedin? Meese in Dunedin.
And so was Patty.
Okay.
Okay, Linda was born in 57. Patty was born in 61. Daddy was still drinking. And so he ran over a stop sign on the way down US 19 to take Mama to the hospital.
Do you know when I had Danny, he hit a stop sign in the parking lot?
Oh,
they wouldn't
drunk.
even let him in the hospital?
Drunk. Well, when Patty was born, he just sat out in the car because they wouldn't let him come in. Sarah, our Aunt Sarah, went in with Mama.
They wouldn't let him in when I had Danny either. That's crazy.
Sad.
It is. It really is. So he hit a stop sign on the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He ended up having to pay for it.
He loves them stop signs.
We don't know how he got home from the Moose Club. That's where he hung out at, the Moose Club. He had come home from the Moose Club, but don't know how.
Wow.
He
So
never-
he came home and then he took Mama to the hospital.
I don't know the details about it.
Oh my God. Yeah, he was drunk when I went into labor with Danny. So then Mama had Patty, no complications, everything was good?
Yeah, but there was complications when she had you because she was in the hospital for 4 days because she had, well, right now it's called preeclampsia, but back then it was just called high blood pressure.
When she had me,
Mhm.
I caused her to get high blood
No,
pressure?
she had high blood pressure when she was pregnant with you.
Oh.
So she had to stay
Now
in the
talk
hospital
about when
for
she was
4 days.
pregnant with me, because I was born in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
That's like way at the top of Florida, guys. It's nowhere near where we are now.
That's
but
because we moved.
It seemed like I heard a story one time where she was pregnant with me in a different state.
Not a different state.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did we get, Patty was born here.
Okay, Patty was born in Clearwater, but she was, we lived in Clearwater when Patty was born, but she was born in Dunedin. That's just the next city over.
Okay.
And that was in 61, November of 61. And then we always moved when it was time for school to be out. So we moved from Clearwater to Pensacola in September of 1963. September of 1963.
We moved to
To
Pensacola.
Pensacola. She got pregnant with you in Pensacola.
Oh, so I was conceived and born in Pensacola.
Now, some of the smart-ass relatives, busybody grandma and her aunts. Sorry if anybody's on here knows my grandma, but anyhow, she, don't cut that part out either because I want people to know we did not have a nice grandma. She accused me, Mom and Daddy, of moving to Pensacola. This is where me being her mother came in. They accused Mom and Daddy of moving to Pensacola because I was pregnant with Marie. Well, if I was pregnant with Marie, I was a virgin.
So that's where it came. That's
where it originated from.
I thought for a long time that Shirley was my mother.
Yeah, but
so Grandma accused them of that?
Grandma and her stupid sisters, Aunt Clara and Aunt whoever ever.
So accused Mama and Daddy of moving to Pensacola.
Because I was pregnant with you.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a bunch of bullshit because...
Didn't they see Mama and know she was pregnant?
I don't know. She was always fat. So how could you tell she was pregnant or not? I was always skinny. I never looked pregnant.
I never knew that, guys. I never knew that.
Marie was born August 20th, 1964. I lost my virginity. Now don't cut this damn part out. I lost my virginity And January on my birthday, 1965. So there's no damn way that I could be her mama. Although I love her enough that I could be her mama. And she did. No, really, where did you think? When did you think? I know Wanda used to say it all the time. But who else used to say it, that I was your mama?
I don't know, because I was a bad teenager and Mama gave you custody of me.
Right.
So we'll get to that another time.
Yeah.
But,
Mama sent her over to Tampa to live with us.
I don't know. I always had some questions. Always had some questions.
And she wanted to see pictures of Mama pregnant. Well, we couldn't afford film back then.
But I did find a picture of Mama pregnant. And it says right on the side, you know how it's got the stamp, the 64? Yeah. So I did, unless she was just fat.
No. She was standing sideways behind some flowers or some bushes.
She was standing in front of some bushes. It looked like over in St. Petersburg, but it wasn't. Oh, wow.
I know the house. It's probably not there no more, but yeah.
Do you know the address?
I don't know where the address is.
We should just go try to find all the houses that we've lived in.
Well, the one where you were born, it's not there no more.
Okay.
And that one probably isn't either, because they were building an interstate back in those days.
Oh, wow.
Probably gone.
Okay, so then how long did we live in Pensacola?
From 63 to 65.
Oh, so I
lived there a little longer.
Oh, okay.
From September 63 to probably September of 65. So we lived there 2 years.
Wow.
Then we moved to Tarpon Springs.
See, I never knew we lived in Tarpon Springs either.
Because we needed a place to live until Daddy could find a job in a house. So we lived with some friends. We lived in an upstairs apartment. She didn't know that either.
No, I didn't. I had no clue.
We didn't live there very long. Then we moved back. Then we moved to Pennsylvania Avenue.
I don't even know where that is.
It's a bad neighborhood now.
Is it Clearwater or is it
Clearwater?
Clearwater.
Yeah, we lived there, and I'm trying to remember where we lived when I found out I was pregnant with Shirley.
So wait a minute, back up. You said you lost your virginity in 1965. Who was that to?
That don't mean I was pregnant.
Who was it to?
Jody Nick.
Oh,
you don't remember him either, do you?
Him, no.
Rose, Shelby's uncle. And that was a long time ago.
Okay.
There's this guy on here, one of your friends, I can't think of his name now. Raymond, I think you're talking about.
Ferraro or Raymond?
Yeah, he was asking the, how many times have I been married? Now he's going to ask me how many boyfriends I've had. I answered him. I don't give a shit.
I think it might have, I'm not sure which Raymond it was.
He's funny. How many Raymonds you got?
A couple.
It's the one that wants to come down and do videos with you.
Raymond E, probably.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Raymond,
call
yourself out.
Call yourself out.
You're the one that asked me. You're the one that asked me about how many times have I been married.
I've seen the comment.
Yeah, he's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I said I'll tell you anything you want to know.
So then we moved back to an apartment in Tarpon Springs.
Okay. After that, I'm getting confused now. Okay. Oh yeah. Then we moved to that little shack on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Okay.
And that was before we moved to the one on Washington.
That's okay. And then after Washington's where I know.
Yeah. Wow. I see lights out there. Must be Billy.
Must be. Wow, guys. That's a lot to take in.
She wants me to write all this down. It's easier for me to write it down because talking to you, I get sidetracked and forget where I was.
But the video is going to be a big help, too, though. Maybe when you watch the video back, you can write other things down that you missed. Mm-hmm. But I think this has been a great video. I think we should end it here and then...
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I think we've been talking about close to an hour.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we have. So...
Might not be an hour every time.
We talked about Washington Street. When we come back, I guess I will be talking
she
about...
wants to talk about Largo.
And Shirley can be talking about her Tampa. So we can do that intertwine. Like
what's his face is going to want me to talk about my boyfriends, aren't you?
Oh, well, we can talk about her boyfriends. I
don't want to, Raymond. I mean,
we can talk about her boyfriend.
Cut that part out. Don't really. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
How many boyfriends did you have?
Oh, come on.
Do you remember?
Yeah. I have to write that down, too.
Oh, so you don't remember. You'd have to
The ones that I was in love with or the ones that I just had?
All of them.
I'll write that part down. How many did you have?
Oh, Lord. A lot. A lot of boyfriends.
Hey, we can get into the part about, well, she might cut this part out, but I got to ask her a question about Danny's daddy.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can talk about that too. That's
Okay.
part of living. That's part of the Largo.
Okay.
So we will talk about that.
Okay.
That will be something that I will be talking about. Shirley will be talking about. By this time, when I lived in Largo, Shirley lived in Tampa, right? You lived over at Gandy Bridge.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure that
I'm
Shirley
pretty
lived in
sure.
Gandy Bridge. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Let us know in this video the topics that you want us to talk about. Any questions you have for us. We are going from as far back as we can remember. We're going to go all the way up to today. So bring those questions in. We're going to write them down. We will answer those questions in a video soon.
And another thing too, I haven't even told you about my kids, but my kids are not much younger than my sisters.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Patty and Marie taught me how to be a mama.
Uh-huh.
It's because Patty was born in 61, she was born in 64. My first child was born in 67.
67,
and
but remember, when I was born, Shirley was 16. She could have been closer, you know, you turned 16 in January. So she was 16 and a half, you know, and then her oldest daughter, Sherry, was only born in 67. I was born in 64. So we were close.
Very close.
We
They
were
grew
close
up
for a
close,
really
too.
long time.
Yeah.
Really long time. So that will be in another video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to all you fans. We love you. Peace.
Bye-bye. See ya.